acheke, and some fried fish. So in this video I'm going to teach you how I made this delicious meal. This is some fish right here with some fried plantain, and this is the acheke, and I'll show you also how to make this delicious very quickly stew on the side, and I also show you how to make this green chili sauce. All right, so if you are interested in learning how I came about this, go ahead and stay tuned. And if this is your first time watching, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bell on, so each time I post a new recipe, you'll be notified. And comment down below, subscribe, so I can personally come and reply to you and welcome you to the royal family. Acheke with fried fish and some fried plantain as well. So what I'm going to be using for the fish is called striped bass. You can use any fish of your choice, red snapper, whatever you want. Okay, for me today I'm using this kind of fish, right? And here is what we're going to be using to make this delicious meal. I'm going to make a little bit stew on the side for my acheke. So what I have here, I have 1 onion, half of a red bell pepper. I have cucumbers. I'm not going to use this whole thing, I'll use half. I have an onion here, red onion. I will probably use half of that one as well. 2 tomatoes. I have Maggi cube here, 3 Maggi cubes here. I have rosemary that I'm going to be putting in my oil. I have some spring onion, scallion here. I have 2 plantain, and I have some some fish fry for when we fry the fish. All right, and again, here's the fish striped bass. Here I have 2 of those cut. All right, and what I also have, I have some pink salt, some black pepper, and this is the type of acheke that we use. All right, this is the type of acheke that we use. And then for the seasoning, I have here onion powder, ginger powder, and some chili pepper. All right, let's get started. So what I will do first, I will simply start seasoning my fish, while after that I will then move to my vegetables. That way it will just give enough time for it to get well seasoned. So I'm using my pink salt here. You can use any salt of your choice. It's what I use to cook. So I'm going to season it very well. You know, when it comes to acheke, to fish, you really need some good seasoning so you can go inside. So I'm going to just rub it up. This fish has already been cleaned. Yeah, everything has been cut and everything. So I did that off camera. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just, cut it a little bit, not all the way. What this does, it will help the fish in the seasoning to actually go very well in. I will do on both sides, just like this. I will then go ahead and put this seasoning. I'm going to mix them up together. They're my onion powder, my chili pepper, and my ginger. Mix it everything, and I'm going to simply pour it all over it. Again, when it comes to seasoning, always pick your choice. All right, there's no one way to make this. All right, just want to make sure it's seasoned very well. Don't be afraid. The seasoning that you have here is not too salty, so it's simply going to marinate and season it very, very well. And put some of the black pepper, just sprinkle some all over it. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to let this on the side while I work on my vegetables. Alright, and then we'll begin frying this. Go set this aside. You can put this in the fridge if you want to, but I'm just going to start cooking this right now, so I'm not going to put that in the fridge. So let's go ahead and proceed with the vegetables. I have all the vegetables cut. My red bell pepper, my onion leaves here, which is scallion, my tomatoes, and also my onions. This is what I'm going to be using to actually make the little stew that I'm going to make on the side for the acheke. This is optional. You can, I will show you the next step, how I'm going to cut the actual vegetable that will go on the acheke. This is just to start the stew. All right, so let's continue. So here are my vegetables I'm going to use for the salad for the acheke. So I got the tomato ready. I cleaned it in, remove the seeds and everything. I also remove the seeds for the cucumbers, and I'm using half of the red onion. I'm going to cut this. You can cut it any way you want. Whether you want to do in cubes, I like my cucumbers and my tomatoes to be in cubes, but my onion I like them to be slim and long. So it is optional. You do whatever pleases you. Okay. So that is what I'm going to do. Just first I slide them in this way, and then I proceed to cut them in cubes. You can choose to remove the skin of the cucumbers, or simply cut them like that. Some days I remove the skin. Some days I just leave the skin. It is up to you. It's healthier with the skin on. Some days I just don't like it, but today I'm just give it on. So I'm just going to season it up like that. I will also add a little bit of vinegar on there. Apple cider vinegar. You can use any vinegar of your choice. I'm going to put a little bit, just like so. It's perfect enough for me. I also like to put some black pepper on it. So sprinkle a little black pepper on there. And I'll just mix it up. I will then also add some olive oil, and those are some of the ingredients I didn't mention earlier, but you guys can see me doing it, so you can do the same thing. Okay, let me add some olive oil on there. Olive oil, I'll add about 2 spoons like so, and mix it up. Alright, so in the separate pan, I'm going to put my onion in there. It's hot. So after you put the onion in there, I just leave it for at least 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want it to be burned up. I will then add the remainder of my the onion leaves, the tomatoes, all of it in there. Use my hand real quickly. I don't want to put the water in there just so it doesn't stay too long. Stir it up. I will add my black pepper on there. Sprinkle it up. Alright, put the Maggi cube in there. I'm going to stir it up. You want to let it to cook for a good 10 to 15 minutes. And I'm also going to add a little bit of my cayenne pepper on there. So I'm putting a little bit of the fish fry on here. I forgot to do it earlier, so I want to show you guys how I do this. Just a little bit, and I'm going to simply put on both sides. Alright, after I sprinkle a little bit on there, I'm going to rub my hand on there, on it just like this. And I'll just turn it up, turn it, and then add a little bit more. And then I will add it to my spill some more. I will then add it to the oil. Right here you can see the oil is on the fire already. You want to make sure the oil is hot. Alright? That way you will make sure the fish doesn't get wet and all that. So I'm adding a little bit more on the side here, then I will take it and add it to my fish. Pour some right here, and then I'm going to transfer it to the fire. Okay. So I'm going ahead and added a little bit of the chicken bouillon in there because I taste for seasoning and it wasn't seasoning. There wasn't enough salt, so I'm just putting this in there like that. And guys, this is almost ready. See, the oil is advised and it is ready to eat. Alright, but I'm going to leave for 2 more minutes. Let me go ahead and cover it up. Because this is what I'm using. It's called it's a dry acheke. I'm going to use this for today. All right. So what I do is that this is how the pack looks like. I'm going to pour the entire thing in the bowl here. All right. So what I'm going to do, I will then put some water. I'll put some water in just so you can go right above it, and I will show you how that looks. And I'll let it sit for 5 minutes before I put it in the microwave. Okay. So here's how it looks, alright. The water is just right above it, alright. You don't have to put too much, otherwise it can be soggy. Just right above it. Let me see if you guys can see it closely. Alright, or like this. And then let it sit for 5 minutes, and then we are going to add a little bit more of black pepper, just because I can taste it in there. It's optional. And our food is ready. Alright, this is how it looks like, looking delicious. And we have our fish right here. I'm going to turn this off. And we're going to move right along to the fish. So the fish, here's how the fish is looking like. I'm going to turn it up. This allows you to fry very, very well, and it doesn't stir it fat. Okay, be careful so it doesn't sprinkle all over you. So I like to press my fish a little bit so the water can just come out of it. And you want to let it fry on the other side. Our fish is not ready, so I'm just removing it. Just get very crispy, and I'll proceed with the next one. So I simply put the fish on a paper towel. That way it absorbs the oil. And this is how the acheke is currently looking like, alright? It is ready, you can ready to put in the microwave. Alright, so this is how it looks like. I'm going to put in the microwave for 3 minutes, and then I will check to see how the texture is. If I like the texture, that will be good. If I don't, I will add an additional 2 minutes, alright? So this is how the acheke looks like right now after being in the microwave for 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add in for an additional 1 minute, only because I touched it and it looked a little bit hard for me, but it is good like that, but I prefer mine to be a little softer. So this is how it looks like, it's the texture. I'll put it in the microwave for 1 minute and it will be ready. So guys, here is the finished look. The acheke is ready. It's super soft after the extra minute. So together, all in total, I put it for 4 minutes. All right, and then you have the aloko here. The fish is ready, and this is my green chili sauce. I'll be posting the video for this so you know how I made this, and you can eat your acheke however you like. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with others. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Until next time, au revoir.